the knowledge of this whole step and half step can actually teach us, help us to be able to play a scale in any key. For instance, in the major scale, for instance, the technique to play a scale in any key, using any key, where the major scale is known as whole step, half step, whole step, half step. You follow that technique from the knowledge of whole step and half step that we have just done in some few moments ago. You can play the scale in any key. So whole step, half step, whole step, half step. So let's demonstrate. Let's take this to be our root note. Let's start with the root note. So whole step, half step, whole step, half step. So how did that basically sound? It sounded like this. Alright? So let's try that in another key. First of all, you find the root. You find the root note, the root key first. So let me take this to be my root key now. Right? These are root key. So let's go. Whole step, half step, whole step, half step. So how would that sound? You can actually go down and come up. Alright, so using that technique, you can actually play that scale in any key on this keyboard, any key you pick as your root. If you just follow that technique and play the scale in any key, you can do the same with your left hand. Once you play your right thing, I also try the same with your left hand. Maybe from there, you may try seeing how you can combine your two hands. So you can try combining your hands. Using that technique, you can play a major scale. So now, using that same whole and half step technique, and also learn to play your minor scale in any key. Also using a certain formula, certain technique, very easy, straightforward. So the technique to play the minor scales in any key, for you to play your minor scales. So it's also a certain formula, very easy, and straightforward. It is whole step, half step, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, half step, whole step, half step, whole step. So if you follow this, you can actually play the minor scale in any key. So let's do an example. So picking this, let's pick C to be our root note. Alright? Let's see how it goes from there. We have whole step, half step, whole step, half step, half step, yes, whole step. So basically like this. So now this scale that I'm playing right now is the scale of C minor. Like C major was, or C minor will now be. So that's just how it goes. So let's pick a random note, another key for instance. Let's pick this A. So let's using that same formula with A as our root note, right? So we now have whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step. So let's see how it goes. This one is mostly white keys, so you can also do that with your left hand. Or so you can just be doing that and then testing your fingers. So in our next lesson, we will actually dive deeper into the scales, so that you can actually learn to play scales in major scales, learn to play major scales and minor scales.